Hello, and welcome to the demonstration of the FFIEC Cybersecurity Assessment Tool as presented in the Redhawk Network Security Cybersecurity portal. Today I will be demonstrating the interface and how to accomplish your FFIEC assessment, as well as export important reports and provide you with a guidance on how to get started. The tool is very simple to use. You're going to come to the Assessments menu, locate the Self-Assessment Tool link, and click on it after signing into the portal. You're then going to click New Assessment. As of now, there is only the FFIEC Cybersecurity Assessment Tool within the portal. However, this software is designed to accept other frameworks eventually for self-assessment. Provide a name for your assessment. Provide it something meaningful. I recommend the year of the assessment and possibly your company's name. You can copy from previous assessments if you just want to simply update from a previous year. In this case, we're going to start off with a fresh assessment. Once the assessment is created, you're presented with the first interface regarding the inherent risk profile. Here, the inherent risk level is currently estimated. To make it not estimated, simply click on any one of the radio buttons below, and that will lock your inherent risk level at that level. You'll want to do this because the FFIEC does expect you to accept a certain level of risk for your organization, and typically this represents where you want to be as an organization. For this section, we'll go ahead and hit Next, and now we can begin to answer the questions as related to the FFIEC guidelines. You'll go through and you'll answer the questions, and as you answer them, your risk levels will automatically be updated above, and an indicator will indicate that you have completed that particular section. If you need to add a comment, simply click Add Comments and put your comment here. You can step through the assessment, answering each of the questions as you go along. And you can also leave the assessment and come back to it. And easily identify where you need to pick up from where you left off. When you get to the cybersecurity assessment portion of the assessment, you're going to go through and you're going to answer your questions just as you do for your normal assessments. Redhawk does provide for the ability to answer for each of the paragraphs within the different sections of the gap assessment portion. As you do so, your progress bar above will let you know what your progress is to your current and next levels. So right now our progress to baseline is at 16%. We can also see that oversight has been touched and questions have been answered in here. And the total number of assessment sections to reach is now 8. Just as in the risk section, you can also provide your comments here. Now, for this assessment, we're going to go ahead and jump ahead to a completed assessment to show what a completed assessment looks like in the report stage. When you have completed your assessment, you'll be presented with a dashboard that gives you an idea of where you're at currently within your risk levels versus your cybersecurity maturity level. In this case, this organization has a significant risk level, and they have one domain, domain 2, that is below baseline. We can also see that only domain 5 falls within the intermediate maturity level, which is what the FFIEC recommends in this blue area here. Again, you get your breakdowns by risk section. And then you get an analysis and charting according to where you're at in your progress of your maturity overall to the cybersecurity assessment tool. You can also compare to previous assessments to determine where you were at and where you are now. In this case, we can see the organization has not changed much since their previous assessment. Back in the report sections, we can now create a detailed report which will generate a PDF that is sufficient for submitting to a management team or board of directors. The detail report includes the additional sections that actually break down the inherent risk profile and show you a chart of which sections fall below your selected risk level, as well as any areas that fall above your selected risk level, with the idea being that you will want to reduce that risk overall. In the cybersecurity maturity section, just like the FFIEC CAT, it produces a report that essentially lays out the answers that you have provided for each of the sections. For the executive summary, it is the same report, but does not have the detailed inherent risk profile and cybersecurity sections. It includes the basic overview and basic Redhawk analysis around your cybersecurity level. And much like the dashboard in the application portion, it includes charts that show you your progress for each of your sections. It also provides some notification around what baseline maturity, what sections of maturities or domains have not reached baseline. It also identifies domains that fall outside of the blue area for recommended maturity level. We hope that you enjoyed our cybersecurity tool. And if you have questions, you can reach out to us at info@redhawksecurity.com.